Oh, shit.
You need
Oh,
a
God, I wanted to read this so bad.
You need a backing track?
Give me a backing track. Give me a beat. Reagan never ordered Gorbachev to tear down the wall. He pleaded with him to tear down the wall. The Berlin Wall was built by communist Russia to keep people inside the Russian part of Berlin. This has to be a new part. I love reading to the track. And the wall worked. The wall separated families, friends, and neighbors. And it was very well served the purpose and cause for which it was built. A little known fact, a gate was left open in the Berlin Wall and people started tearing the wall down. The guards stood by and let it happen. I served in Berlin in 1963 of the United States Army. I have lots of good friends, but they steal from me and they lie to me too. I know who stole my chainsaw, and I know who stole the cowboy boots. I also know who stole that Chevy starter. They think I'm stupid, but I'm not, and I know who they are.
This is way better. Why have we never done this before?
Oh, this is we're doing this from now on. I love that synthy. I'll tell you what makes me mad. It's married women who get turned on when they want you, and then they turn you off when they don't want you.
That was great. The speaker, I think the editor spoke on that one.
I'm about sick and tired of being turned on and then turned off. Editor's note. Have you thought about just staying away from married women?
Oh, fuck, I fucked up.
I think it is a bad thing to let people demand entrance into our country.
This one was pretty crazy.
If they get away with breaking our laws at the beginning, what will the end look like? If you watch the news, you have heard of the words globalism, New World Order, World Without Borders, and One Worldism. Excuse me. It's not idle talk, just as it was in Germany about 100 years ago.
This is why I circled it.
Wanting to take over the world and become the master race. Fortunately, that didn't happen then, but that doesn't mean it won't happen again.
Wait.
This guy's ideology is a little incongruent.
Dude,
I'll tell you why.
I circled this because he literally thinks
He's really using all these anti-Semitic dog whistles, but then says, well, thank God that didn't happen in Germany.
He literally thinks that Mexicans streaming over the border is the same thing as Imperial Germany trying to take over Europe.
Right.
That is a fucking leap, man.
Yeah, that is
crazy.
What are you doing?
My bad. I can't. I'm not good enough.
Play the keys, clown.
I'm not talented enough to laugh and commentate while I play the keys.
Fortunately, that didn't happen then. There are many secret groups and mega rich people who'd love to be king of the world. Let's see. Oh, where's the people in this world get worse and worse every day. I know we have always said that, but it's never been like it is today, and it's only going to get a whole lot worse. The only safe place is to be in the grave. I say, come on, Lord Jesus, come on.
So wait, they're saying like the only safe place to be right now is
dead.
Dead.
See, that's, like when I was talking about Mike Duncan, how like revolutions start from like, kind of disgruntled middle-aged white guys like equating things like tax hikes or slavery.
Right.
That's another one. Just constantly speaking hyperbole.
Right.
To my knight, K-N-I-G-H-T, knight. I love you and we miss you as well. Love, your unicorn. Dear Speak Your Peace, I'm wondering who is paying all these Republican, Trump-worshipping liars who are calling in to give their so-called opinions. They are totally full of it, and they know it. And they are nothing but trash. I'd like to tell one certain... oh, wait, never mind. I already read that. After watching some reruns of the War on Poverty newsreels...
Dude, this one... I have a feeling I know who wrote this one. This one's insane.
I have come to the conclusion that the corrupted living conditions of the people of eastern Kentucky has never been an economic issue. The people have nice things now and are still nasty in their homes and nasty in their yards. From watching the old newsreels, the only thing that's really changed from then until now is that the junked cars in the yard are just a few years newer than what they had been. The problem in this area is simple. The people are eaten up with the sorry rump. And until we purge these people from our society, wow. Gosh damn, dude. Hey, if laziness is get you purged from society,
We're fucked.
Donezo.
All podcasters are done.
And until we purge these people from our society, things are just going to keep on as they have been. These people just don't want anything better.
I guarantee you that's a liberal who wrote that. I guarantee you.
Oh, 100%.
And I guarantee you we know them.
Yeah. To some good old regular Baptist people out there, can a sinner man pray for somebody else? I see it on Facebook all the time where people holler about needing prayers, and a whole list of people answer that they are praying for them. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do not believe a sinner man's prayers for someone else will be answered. You have to first pray for self-atonement. The United States is no longer going to last much longer if they do not build the wall. People in the United States of America are becoming too self-centered and corrupt to establish necessary, logical, reasoned-out laws to protect the nation's sovereignty. In other words, we are living now in the generation of people who lost our heritage.
Dude,
It set the USA into a backward spiral into history. President Trump could have saved the United States if he had had the support of the majority of the people. I am old. I am glad I lived in the United States while it was still the mightiest nation. During my lifetime, I served God. I served my country. God bless Trump.
Basically saying, I loved it when this country had racial apartheid and was mostly white.
What do you get when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object? Well, friends, you have a Donald Trump-Nancy Pelosi clash and the public suffers.
The public suffers, motherfucker.
This is the Harlan County man. If you vote for the Democrats, you are voting for a party that wants to tax you 70% so they can give it to illegals that are crossing across our southern border by the thousands. Can you Democrats live on 30% of what you make in a year's time? They also want to keep abortion and same-sex marriage legal. NBC, CNN, ABC, MSNBC, all back the Democrats. They also want to take away our guns, and they want open borders so anyone that wants to can come in. The Democrats will push the agenda on the American people by giving people free things. But it will come with a high cost that can't be paid for. Nancy Pelosi, of course, will not give our President Trump the money he needs to put up a wall on that border. So be wise about which candidate you vote for. God bless the USA and our wonderful President Trump and Israel. Signed, the Harlan County Man. Editor's note. You're welcome to criticize political parties all you want to in this forum, but not to lie about them. It is not true that the Democratic Party wants to tax people 70% of their earnings. It is true, however, that one freshman Democratic U.S. representative from New York, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, has said she would like to see the federal income tax rate paid by the country's richest people be returned to the 70% minimum it was during the decades of the 50s, the 60s, and the 70s. According to Ocasio-Cortez, the higher rate would apply to those who own personal incomes of at least $10 million a year. The Democratic Party has in no way adopted the position of Ocasio-Cortez. By the way, if you know of anyone in Harlan or Letcher counties who is being paid a personal income of $10 million, please introduce us to them. I'll send us off on this last one. In response to the person writing to their knight, to the unicorn writing to their knight, rather. To my unicorn, I love and miss you and the kids. From the knight.
All right, that's a new segment. That's what we're doing from now on. Tanya's gonna love that. All right.
Close this out. I'll tell you. Off the air.
Okay. All right. So then we're wrapping up then.
Yeah, were we done? What?
You want to be done?
Yeah, I think we should be done.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. Let's go. Let's close it out. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Tell a friend. Patreon.com/TrillBillyWorkersParty.
Yeah, get at least one or two of your friends. This is awesome, man. This is great. Maybe I can finally engineer it to where I just play the background music and you and Tanya just talk the whole time.
Hey, we could go for the
I don't have
sort
to
of
do shit.
vibe of the Desert Oracle.
Exactly. We'll just do the Desert Oracle thing, and we'll change up our whole thing. I don't have to sit here and have opinions on shit anymore. I could just sit here and never have a published opinion ever again.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome. I mean, but it suck for you because you'd have all kinds of published opinions, but not me.
None of mine are good. Anyway, thanks so much for being with us, and hit the Patreon, tell a friend, and we'll see you about Wednesday, Thursday, somewhere in that ballpark.
Yep, we'll see you then. All right. Talk to you later.